Hi everyone, my name is Amy Clark. I'm the Community Engagement Manager at Illinois Legal Aid Online. In this short webinar, I'm going to show you 3 different ways to search for legal information on illinoislegalaid.org. So first, I'll show you how to search for court forms and other legal forms. So I'm going to go to our website, illinoislegalaid.org, start on the home page, and then scroll down until you see the form library, and then I'll click on More to take us to the form library. Then you see the search bar here, and you can use the search bar to search all the forms on our website. So for instance, I'm going to type in guardianship. If I want to find guardianship forms, I'm going to click search. And then the results you see here will include any form with your search term, in this case guardianship, in the title or in the description. So you can see all the forms we have that are guardianship forms or related to guardianship forms. You can hover over the icons here to see what kinds of forms are listed. As many of you know, this one here is an easy form, and these easy forms are programs that help people create court forms. And there's also a box here describing our easy forms and defining them for people who are new to our website. So if I hover it, I see what are easy forms. Another kind of form is just a form download. See what else might be available. Another form download. I think those are the only types we'll see. Okay. Or there might be, you might also see links to forms. But anyway, if you want to know what kind of form it is, you can just hover over the icon. Now, if you can't find what you're looking for, and you've done a couple searches, that's going to be one of my search tips later, but if you've done a couple searches, you can't find what you're looking for, you can use the suggest a form box, enter the name of the form that you need, your zip code, and we ask for that because forms often vary by location, usually by county, and then we also ask for your email. Although this is optional, it's a good idea to enter your email because we can then follow up with you if you have any questions, or we can let you know if we are able to create that form, and then if we do create the form, we can notify you that the form has been created and put on the website. Okay, so the second way to search is to search for resources by legal area. So if you go to the legal information link at the top of the page, and this is on every page, I'm going to click that. And then you can see all our legal categories here. This is how we organize all of our information, these 9 legal categories. So you can click on the category you want to search. I'm going to click on house and apartment. And then I'm going to enter my search term. I'm actually thinking I want to search for maybe security deposits. I'm just going to type in deposit. Click search. And you can see at the top I've got getting or returning a security deposit to hold an apartment. And here's one for a utility company. So these are going to be, like before, this list is going to include any resources with your term in this, your search term. In this case, it was deposit, in the title or the description. And so since I searched only the house and apartment category, those are going to be the resources that are returned, anything related to housing. So since the legal information categories include all kinds of resources available on our website, so this would be articles, guides, forms, and videos, you can see if you glance at these icons that there's different kinds of resources. So if you just hover over the icon like before with the forms, you could see what kind of forms there were, but they were all forms. In this one, you're going to see all types of resources that are available that were returned in your search results. So the first one here is a guide. Those are going to be bundles of articles. The next one is just a text article. See a number of guides. We'll see, we should see forms in here as well. Here's an easy form. So these are going to be all kinds of resources. Over to the side, you see here they're under format. This is actually, these are filters. So you can narrow your search results by the type of resource you're looking for. So for instance, if a user, you know, maybe they don't want to read an article, they'd rather watch a video, you can click on the video and then it will filter out all other types of resources and you will only see videos that are related to deposits. Okay, so now the third type of search is a full site search with filters, more filters this time. So to do a full site search, click on the magnifying glass and that'll open the search bar. And then type in your search term. Just going to type in, oops. I'm going to type in divorce. And this drop down, it's going to suggest all the titles that include the word divorce. Instead of clicking on those, go to either hit enter or click the magnifier glass again. And this will take you to your full search results. So the one that's starred and highlighted in blue, this is what we call our best bet. And this is what we think is going to be the most responsive resource to your search term. Now in this type of search, again, we can see the icons. It's going to return all kinds of resources, but we have more, we actually have more filters. So the full site search is going to have all the filters available. So 3 different kinds of filters actually. So the first one, you can filter by topic, and that's legal area. This can be helpful if you're looking for a resource that may vary by legal area, so, or legal category. So for instance, I'm going to search affidavit. So here you can see, okay, there's a bunch of different kinds of affidavits. Small estate, probate type things. We have financial affidavit, identity theft affidavit, so all kinds of affidavits. So maybe maybe a user is looking for a specific kind of affidavit. So for instance, they come in, they want a financial affidavit for a divorce. So if you've typed in affidavit and you see, oh, there's all these kinds of different affidavits, so maybe I'm just going to filter by family and safety because that's what they're looking for, something to file in their divorce. So if I click that, it's going to filter out and show you just the affidavits related to family law type cases, so like divorce, for instance. Okay, the second kind of, actually I'm going to click on that again to unfilter, so to get my full list of results. You can also search by content type. So this can be really helpful because these searches will return all kinds of postings on our website, which could be calendar postings, like might be job postings, maybe a blog post. If you're not looking for any of those things and you just want to see our legal resources like, you know, articles, forms, videos, things like that, you can click on legal content and that's going to filter out anything, you know, any of those calendar postings or other unrelated postings. I'm actually going to leave that filter on. That's not going to be a problem. And then you can also search again. We've seen this, this type in our last search. you can search by type of resource. Article, again, article, video, guide, etc. So this can be really helpful. Again, if somebody just wants to watch a video, it can be also helpful if, you know, they need an overview of the process, whatever their legal issue is. Maybe they need an overview, so you would give them a guide. This is going to answer common questions. It's going to give them step-by-step instructions. It'll also link to any forms they might need. So you can click on guide and show just the guides available related to their search term. Or maybe they don't need the guide. They don't need all that information. Maybe they just want a form. You can select the types of forms, or maybe they just want some instructions. So that would be the how-to articles. So you could just click on that. Okay, so those are the 3 ways to search, very basic basic search functions. So now I'm just going to give you a few tips about searching on our site. So the main tip is our search function isn't perfect. We are trying to improve it all the time, and we will be improving it in the future. But if it's not coming up, you're not finding the results you think you could find, or you're not finding something related to your search, you might want to try a couple different searches, use a couple different terms, search a couple different ways. You may also try to broaden your search terms to see if you get more results or more relevant results. The click search instead of selecting suggested titles. So that's where if we're using our site search, again, if you see this drop down, it's going to suggest any titles with the word divorce in them. But you can see, you know, some of these are, you can tell what you're going to get. Others, I don't know what this, it just says divorce. I don't know what that is. So a lot of our titles actually end up being really similar, but you don't know if you're going to get a form. You don't know if you're going to get an article. And then if you click on the wrong one, you can't come back to this list. So it's easier to just do the full search. And then if you click on the, first of all, here you get a description. And then if you click on the wrong one, you can actually you just come back to it. So if I click on this and then decide, oh, that's not what I was looking for, I can just click the back button and come back to my search results. Another tip is that the best bet, so that's the one, the starred result, the highlighted result here, you know, sometimes they are right, but they're not always right. So it isn't always actually your best bet. So it's kind of a new function. Again, this is going to get better over time. But if the best bet returns something that doesn't really seem relevant to your search or what you're looking for, there's probably a better resource in the additional results list. So keep looking. And then the last my last tip is that if you misspell a term, you know, if you're on Google and you misspell something, it's going to suggest the proper spelling, and it'll still return search results, guessing what term you're actually looking for. Our search isn't that smart yet. So for instance, if I misspell divorce, I'm not going to get any search results. So just if you're getting a result that says no results, essentially, then make sure that you've spelled your term correctly. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions about our search function or any other questions about the website or interested in getting a training, feel free to reach out to me. My email is aclark@illinoislegalaid.org. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.